Have you ever laid eyes on a car and said, that's the one? The kind of car that just beckons to you, the stance, the curves, the way it moves. A car that is not merely a machine, but a character in its own right. For tuners, gearheads, and JDM fans alike, the Nissan Silvia S14 is just that. A car that wasn't simply built for the street, but for those who live to drive. So what makes this gorgeous 90s coupe a legend? Why do drifters, racers, and collector circles still pursue it all these years later? And most importantly, does it still hold up as well today? Stick around, because we're about to dive deep into the story of the Nissan Silvia S14, the birth of a legend. All right, let's set the mood. It's the early 90s. Japanese companies are in full swing, churning out some of the world's greatest performance sports cars. The Supra, the RX-7, the Skyline, they were pushing the performance art to a whole new level. Nissan? They already had one sleeper sensation in the Silvia S13. Light, agile, and a cult hit among street racers and drifters. And then, in 1993, they came out with its successor, the Nissan Silvia S14. Wider, lower, and more mature, it was a car that signaled maturity without losing its rebellious spirit. It wasn't about chasing crazy horsepower numbers. It was about balance. A car that could corner, drift, and be an extension of the driver's own instincts. Design and first impressions. The moment you lay eyes on an S14 for the first time, you get it. The wide, more angular body gives it a more solid presence than the S13. Depending on the model year, you can get the Zenki version, the pre-facelift model with the soft, rounder headlights. Or if you're one of the lucky ones, you'll see the Kouki, the facelift version with more angular, aggressive styling. The S14 wasn't just a pretty face, though. It was lower and wider, which made it more aerodynamic and easier to drive. And quite frankly, this thing is flat-out ugly looking with the right stance and wheels. Under the hood, power and potential. But what defines a car is not always how it appears, it's how it drives. And that brings us to what's under the hood. In Japan, the S14 was blessed with the SR20DET, a turbocharged 2.0-liter inline-4 that put out around 217 horsepower in stock form. Not insane by today's standards, but the key here is tunability. A few simple mods, boost controller, intake, exhaust, and a tune, and you're easily pushing over 300 horsepower. Sadly, in markets like the US, Nissan replaced the naturally aspirated Ka24DE, a torquey but less exciting option. But if you have any familiarity with car culture, you know that's never stopped tuners from pushing engine swaps to the limit. From SR20 swaps to RB26 from the Skyline, and even V8 swaps for that muscle car bite, the S14 has become one of the most tunable platforms out there. Why drifters love it. And now, let's talk about what really made the S14 a legend: drifting. Picture this: midnight in Japan, a procession of cars crawling up a mountain road, engines humming, headlights cutting through the darkness. Then, each one in turn, peeling into a precision slide, rear tires squealing as they carve through the corners with precision perfection. This is the world the S14 was built for. With its rear-wheel drive setup, evenly balanced weight distribution, and infinitely adjustable suspension, the S14 was the poster child of drifting. Keiichi Tsuchiya, the drift king himself, showed everyone just how skilled the Silvia was, and a generation of drifter legends was born. The legend of the S14 spread across the globe, courtesy of D1 Grand Prix, Formula Drift, and even the street racing underground. Movies, anime, video games, it was everywhere. Initial D, Gran Turismo, Need for Speed, all showcasing the S14's ability to dance between grip and slip with effortless style. The mod scene, endless possibilities. One of the best things about the S14, no two are alike. Some take the whole drift missile approach, fender cut-ups, crazy angle kits, and battle damage due to too many tandems. Others do it nice. OEM body, nice aero, and just the perfect set of wheels. Then there are the full-on racing cars, carbon fiber on everything, gutted interiors, and power figures that make supercars perspire. The aftermarket support is insane. Wide-body kits, suspension, forged internals, standalone ECUs, whatever you can think of for an S14 you can build. And that's why it remains one of the most popular tuner cars of all time, where it stands today. But here's the question. Where does the S14 stand today? Well, if you're looking to buy one, be ready to pay a premium. What was once an affordable drift project is now a highly sought-after collector's car. Prices have skyrocketed, especially for clean, unmodified examples. But that's the price of a legend. When a car leaves its mark on history, everyone wants a piece of it. And Nissan? They have not produced a proper Silvia replacement since the S15. With the motor trade moving towards electric and hybrid tech, the age of light, rear-wheel drive, turbocharged coupes is slipping away rapidly. That makes vehicles like the S14 all the more unique. It's a nostalgic reminder of a time when cars were built with drivers in mind, not computers. So, is the Nissan Silvia S14 still a legend? Oh, absolutely. It's a vehicle that embodies the freedom, passion, and joy of driving. If you're into drifting, street racing, or just cruising twilight back roads, the S14 offers an experience few vehicles can match. If you've ever had the pleasure of driving one, you'll know exactly what I mean. And if you haven't, well, maybe it's time to find out. Thanks for watching. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed this.